We are currently dealing with an unprecedented situation in New Zealand. It's very grave, very serious. We have dealt with an active shooter situation. We have multiple fatalities. At this point, I can't say how many, but it is significant. They occurred in two locations, two mosques in Christchurch, one at Deans Avenue and one at Linwood Avenue. Our police have those locations locked down. We have 4 people in custody. We are not aware of other people, but we cannot assume there are not others at large. We have a number of schools in lockdown. We're currently making sure we have enough staff to saturate the area with enough equipment to ensure that when we release that lockdown, people can get home safely. We're in the process of that. It will happen very shortly. We are pouring resources into that area. Every available Canterbury and staff member and people nearby, other emergency services also, are saturating that area with visibility to ensure that everyone who needs to get home can get so safely. We are also setting up a facility, as we must, because this is absolutely tragic. There will be so many people affected, so that people can get more information. They will be worried about their loved ones. We don't have the identities of those people who have died as yet because those locations are still in lockdown, but we want to make sure we set up a facility where people can phone in and get the information they need. That is an absolute priority. Our people are doing that at the moment. As you can imagine, this is requiring every police and emergency resource that we have available. We have Defence Force aircraft here in Wellington ready to fly more resources into the area. We'll do that from other locations nearby as well. So I want to assure the public we are doing everything we can to make sure there is no more harm to their communities. As I said, I will be back to speak to you more this evening with more detail. I will open up for some questions, but it's quite possible I won't be able to help you out with any more detail, and I do have to return to work to brief others.
Commissioner, is there any other information that you can give us on the shooters at this point? No,
not at this stage. 4 are in custody, 3 are men, and 1 is a woman, as I understand it. It's moving quite quickly, so I need to frame that in that way, that that's what we believe at this moment.
Do we know anything about motivation at this point?
Not conclusively. We're working our way through that as well.
Can you classify as this a terrorist attack?
We are still looking at the circumstances that surround that. It doesn't get any more serious in this country.
Are you aware there's a video on social media circulating about the attack?
I'm absolutely aware. I have seen social media footage. It's very disturbing. It shouldn't be in the public domain, and we're doing everything we can to remove it.
How did you apprehend the attackers?
The attackers were apprehended by local police staff. There's been some absolute acts of bravery. I'm hugely proud of our police staff, the way they responded to this. But let's not presume that the danger is gone. So we want to make sure that we're right across that community. We're as visible and equipped as we need to be to make that happen.
There were reports of a car bomb. Can you tell us more about that?
I can tell you that there were a number of IEDs attached to vehicles that we also stopped. They've been made safe by the Defence Force, but that does go to the seriousness of this situation.
Is it right that that first known attacker was arrested wearing wide explosives?
That person has been made safe. We're still working through that, but we believe there was a claim, but that person is absolutely safe.
We've had indication that there might be up to 9 suspects. Can you confirm that?
No, I can't confirm that. I can confirm that our staff have arrested 4 people. I won't assume there aren't others, but I don't have information to that effect.
The people who have been apprehended, were they known to police?
I can't go into that detail either. That detail will unfold in the next few days. That's all I can say at this stage, but I'm absolutely conscious that the public need to be informed, kept informed of this. We have, to my left, a host of communication staff who will make that happen. But as you can imagine, we have so many operational staff that are absolutely committed to this operation.
A source says police are going to be armed, have been instructed to be armed for the next wee while. What can you say about that?
Of course, our staff will have access, immediate access to the equipment they need to keep themselves and the community safe.
Are officers outside Christchurch being armed as well?
Yes, we're not assuming that this is contained to Christchurch. We have no other information to suggest it is. But at this point in time, we should never make assumptions.
Sorry, it's time to wrap now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And that was the Police Commissioner, Mike Bush, there updating on these incidents in Christchurch.